Once, a wedding in India was a family affair. Rituals, modest get-together, celebrations, blessings. But imagine this. Now a celebration that costs almost more than what an entire middle class spends in a year. A day of joy turning into years of financial burden. Today, we reveal why everyday Indian weddings are becoming so expensive and how that can impact families for life. In 2022, a typical wedding in India used to cost about 20 to 25 lakh rupees. By 2023, that jumped to about 28 lakh rupees. Then 2024 hit. Some surveys show an average budget of about 36 lakh rupees. And for destination and luxury weddings, the cost easily crosses 50 lakh. In other words, just in few years, what used to be a modest celebration is now turned into a major financial decision for any family. Weddings are no longer rituals, they are becoming full-scale events. Before we move forward, please do consider subscribing to the channel if the subjects of business, finance and economy are of your interest. Now let's break down where all this money goes. Venue and hospitality. The venue itself is a big chunk. Recent survey data shows 40% of couples spend over 7.5 lakh rupees just for the venue. 31% said they end up spending more than 10 lakh rupees. Second is guest list and catering. In 2024, the average guest list per wedding was about 119, a 6.25% increase over the prior year. The third major expense is decor, events, logistics, multi-day ceremonies, elaborate decor, destination weddings, professional planners, all add up. More couples now treat weddings like events and not rituals. Now the fourth major expense is towards jewelry, outfit and accessories. Many families splurge on jewelry, designer outfits and gifts, especially for the bride's side. That part of budget, though often hidden, can be significant. As the 2024 survey found, high-end weddings are those where jewelry, decor, venue and catering dominate the expenses. Now the fifth set of costing goes towards photography, entertainment and add-ons. Pre-wedding shoots, videography, guest entertainment, functions beyond main wedding rituals have become a norm now. All these elements combined have turned what could have been a simple family ritual into a very expensive and complex event. But here's the catch. Not all weddings are funded by the savings of the family. In fact, about 12% of couples admitted borrowing loans from banks or friends to fund their wedding in 2024. Others liquidate assets, deplete savings, sometimes sacrificing even long-term financial goals of their family. This isn't just about one day. When a couple starts their new wedding life under such financial burden, the impact shows later in terms of reduced savings or investments for their future. Home, children's education, retirement, more exposure to financial risks if the unforeseen events strike them. In terms of medical emergency, job loss, at that point of time, they do not have any financial buffer to support them. Generational effects. Parents may compromise their retirement planning or other commitments just to fund their children's wedding. Meanwhile, broader picture shows why these weddings are such a big economic driver. The wedding industry now in India is reportedly worth over 10 trillion rupees, second only to the essential categories like food and grocery. This means there is enormous external pressure from vendors, venues, social expectations, pushing families towards extravagance. But what if couples and families decided differently? What if their first investment is towards their future and not in one-day grandeur? Consider this approach. Plan a modest, debt-free wedding. Limit guest list. Choose simpler venues. Skip unnecessary extravagance. Use savings or budget only for the essential ceremonies. Divert a significant portion of your funds towards long-term investments, mutual funds, systematic investments, down payment for your house, retirement or education funds. Focus on building financial stability or future assets rather than one-day extravagance. This isn't about abandoning tradition, but about prioritizing long-term security rather than short-term display. A wedding isn't just one day. Marriage is the beginning of a journey together. And that journey, with stability, financial planning, and investments, can benefit a couple far more than short-lived celebrations and extravagance. Now here's my question to you. As a couple who's about to begin a new shared life, would you rather invest in your dreams, future, or stability, or spend on a day that passes just like a blink? What matters more, a memory that fades or a foundation that lasts? Drop your thoughts below, because for many, this decision could decide how their life unfolds, not just for a day, but for decades. And if you have liked the content of this video, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Be inspired, keep building.